10.
Kids are picking up the makeup brush younger and younger. Experts say they're concerned about the factors influencing this trend among young girls. With that, it begs the question, is it affecting young girls and their self-esteem? Here to talk more about this with us is Dr. Laura Saunders from Hartford Hospital's Institute of Living. Thanks so much. We always appreciate you coming in and giving us your insight on this. It's a tough subject to tackle for parents and for kids. What do you suggest? You know, kids want to wear it younger and younger, and at least for me and all of my friends and pretty much everybody I know growing up, it wasn't until you got maybe well into high school that you started wearing makeup out of the house.
So I think this is where social media has a really negative impact, right? So when you pick up on some of these YouTubers who are talking about various, makeup styles, I mean, you think that, oh, well, I should be doing that now, right? And younger kids have access to social media.
Yeah.
They believe that other people are doing it. And so they, as a species, we don't want to be left behind, especially young kids who are more insecure. They want to feel like they're doing what everyone else is doing. So it really requires a lot of conversation and monitoring on parents' part to be aware of what their kids are watching and what they're doing.
Researching this story, I found a really sort of shocking study. A Mintel study recently found at least 1 in 5 girls ages 8 to 14 had negative feelings about themselves if they were not wearing makeup. And again, this is ages 8 to 14. So starting at 8 years old, they didn't feel good about themselves if they weren't wearing any makeup.
So that's obviously very concerning, right? That girls feel that they have to modify themselves or enhance themselves in some way in order to be more acceptable. And obviously we want really our young people to feel like beauty comes from within and then comes out, not that you have to apply beauty to yourself.
Right.
So, I mean, the best way to build confidence is by doing things, accomplishing things, achieving things. So the more we can encourage our young people to be active and do things and not just be stuck in social media, watching YouTube videos on makeup, really encourage them to do things, but that's concerning to me.
And it's really about praising them for non-physical things.
Right, the things that they do. And it doesn't have to be huge accomplishments, It can be small accomplishments.
Right.
And helping them realize that they're good on the inside, they don't need to modify themselves on the outside.
I have to ask you before we go, what do we as parents say, as moms? I know my daughter has said to me, like, why are you putting on makeup? And I'm not quite sure. I know I feel like it makes me feel better, but it's tricky because you don't want to give them the wrong message. And I kind of just said, well, I do, because when we get older, we need it.
Right.
But what's a better way to respond to that?
So I think there's nothing wrong with doing some small things to enhance ourselves. I get a little worried from a feminist perspective that why do women wear makeup and not men, right?
Sure.
Why don't some dads put on some eyeliner or a little cover up or certainly some blush?
Bags too.
Right.
Yeah.
So, from a feminist perspective, it can be tricky. But to do things to make myself feel better, to put on some lipstick or some eyeliner or some mascara, I do things to make myself feel better. But I do many things to make myself feel good on the inside. I work every day and I exercise. So to really add that other piece to the conversation and not just say, well, yeah, I have to be pretty to put on makeup.
Right. Well, Dr. Saunders, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's obviously a huge subject. We could go on for another hour, but we appreciate your time here. And, of course, we're going to have more coming up in our 10 o'clock hour, more on how beauty products are affecting self-esteem. We're going to hear from what the makeup professionals have noticed in the trend for the ages of their customers, the girls coming in and doing the shopping. Tim?
Good stuff.